BP Show is the BP Show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Happy Thirsty Thursday. It's an indoor show type of day here on the BP Show. He's Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. Just a little bit of a sprinkled the ballpark, but still aiming to play baseball tonight, as we always are.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna play.
I think so, too.
There's no problem.
I feel very strong about that. But Renegades continuing their series with the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. It'll be game 3 tonight of 6. Whole lot going on at the ballpark before we get into all that. Let's take a look at the highlights from yesterday, in which the Renegades dropped last night's contest by a score of 9-3. Barron Stewart on the mound got off to a good start. Retired the first 4, including this strikeout in the first inning. And then it was Leandro Pineda hit a 3-run home run to right field in the second to push the Jersey Shore Blue Claws at 3-0 in the second. Really just 2 big innings off of Barron Stewart. Got some nice defense behind him, though. Ben Cowles at second base. Line drive ripped by Marcus Lee Sang. Cowles knocks it down, fires over to first, and gets him there for a nice defensive play, and then ended the third inning with a strikeout for Barron Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart, his second time out with the Renegades, went 6 innings for the second straight start in High A. Like you said, a couple of big innings against him last night, but Jesus Rodriguez, an RBI single, chasing Ben Cowles around. After that double right there, gave Cowles a 25-game on-base streak, longest in the Yankees era for Renegade. The single from Rodriguez cut into the Jersey Shore lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning, but then top of the 5th, Jersey Shore would go back in front. Caleb Ricketts' 3-run home run after 2 runs had already scored in the inning. It was a 5-run top of the 5th for the Blue Claws, highlighted by that Ricketts blast, and that put Jersey Shore up 8-1, and really Renegades never got closer after that. Rickson Wingrove home run in the top of the 7th inning for little extra insurance on top for Jersey Shore, but Renegades would show some fight in the late innings, Thomas.
Yeah, kind of as you saw 2 nights ago. Jesus Rodriguez base hit in the 7th inning, part of a 3-hit night for him. Start things up, and then Spencer Henson absolutely ripped a double down the left field. Rodriguez going to fly around all the way from first base to score to cut it into the deficit to make it 9-2 Blue Claws. And then some 9th inning fight as well, like you said, as it was Rodriguez leadoff single. The ground ball double, from Jesus Rodriguez. And then it was Jared Wagner who had an SIA debut, a 2-hit night, an RBI single to the left side of the infield. But unfortunately, just the hole is a little bit too big for them. And Jersey Shore hangs on to win by a final score of 9-3.
Yeah, really good showing, though, for a couple of the new guys. Jesus Rodriguez with 3 hits, including that double. 2-hit night for Jared Wagner. He also had a double mixed in there as well. So really like to see those 2 guys in their second and first High A games, respectively, be big contributors to the offense last night. Hit for Jared Cerna, who's been really impressive through 2 games. And, not Stewart's best outing, but again, it was 2 innings that kind of got away from him a little bit, and the rest of his outing, honestly, he looked pretty good. It's one of those where the final line doesn't really, I think, tell the full story of how well Barron Stewart pitched last night.
Yeah, he had a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning, which was his final inning, and that's the good news so far, is that he's given you 6 innings for these first 2 starts as well. Take a look at the standings where both teams currently sit, as the Blue Claws still 3 games back from the Brooklyn Cyclones. Hudson Valley in 3rd place, again winning the first half crown down in Brooklyn, which will be down there next week. And, of course, on the other side of things, Hickory in 1st place. Take a look at the pitching matchup for tonight. Tyrone Yulee will get the ball, which is activated off the injured list not too long ago. He'll go opposite of the right-hander Mitch Newborn, a new player in the Phillies organization, a Johannesburg, South African native who was pitching for Team Australia in the World Baseball Classic. They're the numbers for him, a little bit out of the bullpen and in the rotation for him this season. And going against a familiar face in Yulee.
Yeah, Newborn's going to make a kind of the open today for Jersey Shore. In his last 4 outings, he's gone 3 innings, so that's probably what we're looking at. Maybe, depending on where the pitch count is, run him out into the 4th. But more or less a bullpen day here for Jersey Shore that's going to be opened with Noonborn.
Mhm.
Was coming off a little bit of a rough outing his last time out against Brooklyn that raised his ERA up 2 full runs almost. So that 4.35 ERA, not really belying the full season for Noonborn. It was it was in the 250s
Yeah.
before his last outing. So hasn't pitched a ton of innings, and so the one bad open kind of skewing things a little bit for him. Yuli coming off of a really gritty performance against Hickory the last time he pitched. It was right after the travel fiasco heading down to Hickory.
Yes.
It was a day where Yuli got the ball. He was one of the last guys to get down there, and he gritted his way through 5 innings and ended up, coming away with a decent start.
Yeah, looking forward to what he could offer tonight. This will be his 3rd start against Jersey Shore. The first 2, 1-1 record, a 2.53 ERA, 13 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings. Take a look at the lineups for both sides and the manager's lineup cards to start the visitors and what the Jersey Shore Blue Claws will have here for us tonight. Pretty much a similar lineup. Lee saying back in the leadoff spot. Otherwise, the 2 through 5 spot has been the same pretty much for the entire now 3 games, including tonight. Eric Brito playing shortstop rounds out the starting 9. And, of course, you want to see the Hudson Valley Renegades lineup card because for those Renegades pick'em contests, or contestants, I should say, Grant Richardson making his first appearance of this series. He's starting to leave the yard a little bit in a groupings, I should say, in terms of the last 2 series down in Hickory and in Wilmington. Had a couple home runs.
Yeah, 3 homers on the road trip for Richardson. Slotted back in there in the 8th spot. He's up to 12 on the season now. And starting to see some of his luck change in play. He's been hitting the ball hard all year long. Just been finding gloves, and now those are either starting to go over the wall or drop in for some hits. He's been patient at the plate as well, taking a lot of walks as well.
I'm excited to see what he can do. And Jared Wagner back in the 9th spot, had 2 hits and a run scored yesterday, the RBI single in the 9th inning. Well, what's going on at the ballpark here tonight? It is Jason Dominguez bobblehead day, presented by K104. First 1,000 fans will get the Martian bobblehead, a little UFO. Dominguez's head and jersey and
number 12. He
Number
wore
12.
2 jerseys here, 2 different numbers.
Didn't know that.
12 was his preferred number, though. But it was occupied when he was first called up. And as soon as it became open, he's like, I want 12. And he got 12.
Yeah, it went on the marketing.
But yeah, you see the flying saucer is, I don't know, is it lifting off or is it landing?
Oh, it's got to be lifting off.
I don't know, maybe it's landing, right? Because it's the
That's
whole
true.
thing is the Martian has landed.
Ah, that is
So
true.
is he landing or is he leaving? He's like, I got here. This is fine. Now I'm going to go off to Somerset, which is obviously what happened. But anyway, this is a cool bobblehead.
Yeah. First 1,000 fans.
It's a little strange that I don't. It's like it's a bobblehead where he has a helmet on. It looks like, but it has no ear flap.
Yeah,
It's like because it's not a hat, but it's not a helmet either. It's like he's wearing one of
in
the
between.
coach's helmets.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Or the
yeah.
Scully.
Yeah, he's coaching first.
Yeah.
He took over for Derek Woodley.
So this is a bobblehead of Jason Dominguez coaching first base from a flying saucer, and it
There
can
you
be
go.
yours tonight if you're one of the first 1,000 fans. And I have to say, we're like 2
Yeah, we
hours
can
from
see
first
it.
pitch, an hour from gates open. There's about when I walked in here to do this show, there were about a dozen people lined up. I'm sure there's even more
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Take
yeah,
a look
there's
at. We
probably-
can take a look at. That's the good
probably
thing
about
about
50
being
people out
inside.
there
Yeah,
right
we
now.
we can take a look outside and see the line
Yeah.
perfectly right
So
outside our back door.
Yeah, so about 50 people lined up right now. So get to the ballpark if
sure.
you want yours.
Indeed. There's also a lot of other things going to the ballpark today, and too, why you should get to the ballpark early,
Who?
because it is Dollar Dog Thursday, presented by Salins, our favorite promotion of the week. It also is Thirsty Thursday, $2 Busch Lights, $3 Bud Lights, $5 Sloop 16-ounce beers, and, of course, college students get in for free, presented by Gap. Bring your student ID to the box office and get a free ticket.
Hey,
Hey.
I like that.
Also,
And,
Kelsey Grammer is going to be
yeah,
here.
I was going to say, don't
Yeah.
bury the lead. Kelsey Grammer is
Kelsey
going to be
Grammer.
here promoting his Faith American beer.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to join us on the radio in the top of the second inning.
Nice.
So if you're watching this leading into the Bally Live broadcast, Kelsey is going to be on with us in the top of the second inning to talk about his beer and from being around here. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm interested to find out, why Kelsey Grammer would start a beer company and the history of it. And The name Faith American. It's brewed in the Catskills, so it's
I didn't know that.
it's nice. It's a local beer, and I'm interested. Hopefully there'll be a little taste test. I
Ooh.
don't know. I've heard
It's-
tell, but maybe it won't happen.
Got
but,
a
I'm
fridge in
looking
here.
forward
You
to
can
it.
keep them cold.
You know who else is looking to it? My mom is really looking forward
Oh yeah.
to Kelsey Grammer being
Mrs.
on the air.
Vasil's going to be at the ball game or
No,
just
no, no,
listening?
no, no. She'll be listening
Okay.
or watching,
Mhm.
and she is going to be. She loves Frasier. She
Ah,
watches
it's a great
Frasier.
show.
She still watches the reruns of Frasier.
Oh
so
yes.
She's like, "Oh, Kelsey Grammer's coming! Oh,
Gotta tune in.
I can't wait. I gotta tune in. Just you, forget it.
Well-
But Kelsey Grammer, I'll tune in for him.
We're kind of talking about a little about yesterday too. I think those kind of older TV shows, before our times, that I feel like, I mentioned yesterday. My nana was always a big Gunsmoke fan. Like those Western.
No. You said you were a big Gunsmoke.
I do watch Gunsmoke, once in a while. My mom has it on, and I'll watch it with her. Like I remember growing up, Matlock was another big one.
Are you 95 years old?
Hey, back,
Matlock
I'm
and
at my grandparents'
Gunsmoke?
house. There's like 2 TVs in
I
the
tell
house.
you what, that
so
Green Acres was a nice program. You remember
It was-
Sugarfoot? Oh,
I don't know. What's funny enough, I actually had a film project in college where I had to cut up a scene, I think, from not Gunsmoke. There's another Western one. Can't remember. It'll come back to me. Maybe we'll talk about it on the
Bridge on
broadcast.
the River Kwai.
There are a couple good
Star
shows. You
Wars,
can find them all
that's a
now on
Western.
what's the TV channel they got them all on now. It's like A&W, something like that.
A&W? I think that's a
It's a root beer.
brand. That's a root beer.
A&W. There's something like that, some
TV
TV.
Land
TV Land. That's it.
or A&E?
All right, because there's nothing more American. A&E, that's probably what I was thinking of, but I think it's TV Land. There's nothing more American than A&W on TV Land. Honestly, there you go. I just solved their problems for them. There you go. Promote it like that. I think you have a great time doing it. But again, it is Jason Dominguez bobblehead giveaway, and we kind of did on National Martian Day. We did the top 5 highlights from him in Hudson Valley. We said, why not get the 5 highlights from him this season, because he's had a really good month of July, having a great August so far as
so
well.
These are
top
fresh
5
highlights.
top 5 highlights from Jason Dominguez
All
this
right.
season. Let's check him out.
Okay, hold on. Wait, before we get into it, do you want 5 or do you want 4?
I'll take 5 because I have a little tidbit that we found out when our great intern Eric Haynes showed me the top 5 plays.
Okay.
So
all right, you
I'll
go.
take 5
You
then.
start. All right,
Yeah.
Cool. Let's roll that.
Roll it.
green footage.
There's the Martian. Again, bobblehead giveaway today. And this one's a little bit of Hudson Valley Renegades. So Ryder Chase Hampton fires the pitch home. It's hit out to Jason Dominguez in center field. Plays on a hop. He then fires it home to another former Renegade in Austin Wells. So the ball literally goes from Renegade to Renegade to Renegade. And throws out player at home against the Fisher Cats, the Blue Jays AA affiliate.
That's pretty good. That's a good throw. We saw a great arm out of Dominguez here last year. Anyway, number 4, April 27th, on the road, taking on the Harrisburg Senators. It was a couple night at Harrisburg, and look at him run out into the gap. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Out into the gap. He's around second base. Hey, there was Aaron Bossy coaching first, another former Renegade. Right in there with a stand-up triple. That speed for Dominguez, really something else.
Now playing these Jersey Shore AA affiliate in the Reading Fightin' Phils. The who? The Fightin' Phils. Home run deep to right field. I don't think the cameraman knew where that thing was going. Monster laser beam home run. 13 home runs in the season. That is number 3 for Jason Dominguez. And yeah, we had to get a side angle of this one. He's just going to drop the bat. Watch this one all the way.
Ooh! All right, so the fun thing about Somerset's ballpark, there are train tracks behind that
Ooh,
wall.
I love
He
that.
might have hit a moving train. Anyway, another defensive highlight. This is from earlier on in the season, playing a little left field, coming in with a sliding catch. Little basket grab. Nice one there up at is that Binghamton?
Yeah,
that they're
Binghamton.
playing at that night. Dominguez, underrated defender.
Is that we had a show number 1, which is another defensive play. We figured what could top a couple of these defensive plays? How about taking away a home run? Booyah! There you go. Taking away a home run at dead center 400 against Erie, the Pittsburgh Pirates AA affiliates. That's a nice play from Jason. That's what he can do with the glove. Who says it has to be the bat only? He's got a glove as well. So those are your top 5 plays for Jason Dominguez.
Yeah, we didn't see any home run robberies for Dominguez here last year, but, well, I wouldn't have wanted to go near the wall either.
I know. Old rickety. It's like old hickory, like wood. It was. I don't know. It's what it looked like. I didn't see it up close and personal. You obviously did, but new outfield wall this year, padded and everything. So there you go.
See?
But again, Jason Dominguez bobblehead giveaway presented by K104. Again, at the Dollar Dog Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. College students get in. And, of course, Kelsey Grammer at the ballpark. That's all you need to know. I mean, there's so many things. Might as well come down to the ballpark. We're going to play tonight. And you have a chance to win Renegades tickets this season if you play the Renegades Pick'em contest. Let's take a look at some of the fans at home did yesterday. But again, for those of you who are listening and tuning in for the first time saying, what is he talking about? Well, there's Joe and myself up there. You got to be both of us. Tying doesn't get you anywhere if you tie one of us. If you beat us and you tie somebody else, well, there's a few tiebreakers for that. And again, only one winner per night, so that's why there are those tiebreakers. But yesterday, Joe edged me out by 2 points, 19-17. So Joe has a 2-0 series lead on me in the first series of August that we are playing. Ben Cowles came oh so close. That still in base, got me an extra 5, but fell just short. All because of Jesus Rodriguez's 3-hit night.
That's right. You are 0 for 2 in this series.
0 for 2 in the series.
Not a good start for you.
Going to pick things up. We'll see what happens. See how the fans at home did. Congratulations, Richard Lewandowski. 21 points. Beats Joe by 2.
Well.
Mr. Cowles with that stolen base. And Spencer Henson, the RBI double. Got him the 7. Rich Thorpe, thanks for playing. Second place, not too shabby. But again, don't forget to play at home. All you got to do is comment on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, before first pitch. And we'll recap it every single BP show. But anything else you got here today, Joe?
Just a lot of things coming up this weekend. Fireworks tomorrow on Irish Heritage Night. Fireworks on Saturday, which is another night that I am blanking on. Sunday, baseball card giveaway for the first 1,000. I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of what these baseball cards look like.
That's why you tune in the BP show.
I've got
behind the scenes.
They're not this big. They're normal-sized cards, but here's a giant, oversized version of the baseball cards.
Wow.
This is Clay Aguilar's because he is alphabetically first.
Wow.
So you see, nice little look. Cool thing. You flip it around on the back.
Whoa.
And instead of this, you got a little QR code. You scan that, and it'll go to his minor league baseball stats page. And so instead of the stats being outdated, they'll always be as up to date as possible. And I think that's a really cool thing and a nice new feature on these Renegades cards. Most of the photos taken by our great photographer Dave Janos.
Yeah.
And so first 1,000 fans on Sunday get the baseball cards. They will, at that point, also be made available for purchase in the Renegades team store and online. So if you've been waiting, saying, where's my baseball cards? Also, if you're wondering who's in this baseball card set, if you're a prospect person and you want to know, like, what prospects are in this baseball card set, how about Drew Thorpe getting his first professional card?
Nice.
How about Spencer Jones?
I like that.
Chase Hampton.
Love it.
His only team card. He's not in the Somerset set.
Yeah.
He's in the Renegade set. If you want a Hampton card, you got to get it right here. Derek Woodley, who is really the card
number
you want.
one.
That is an awesome card.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of prospects in here, a lot of future big leaguers in here. I mean, if they played for the Renegades this year, they're probably in this team set, except for some of the recent guys, and some of the guys who also have cards from Somerset as well. But it's a real fun one. All the coaches have cards. There's a Rascal and Rosie card in here, too. Rosie's getting her first ever baseball card.
Congrats to Rosie.
And there's even a special card of the Renegades Championship celebration from Brooklyn. It's a big group photo, and it's great. It's a lot of fun.
I used to have some of those growing up, like the tops would have the team cards, and you collect all the team. It's just the team photo then, but nothing like a celebration. I know my brother's a big baseball card collector, so...
Well, there you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell him to come out on Sunday.
I'm going to tell him. He's got guys that he has a couple of our players that he's picked up. I don't know where he gets them from. He just buy them online, trade with other people. He traded with A.J. Dillon, Green Bay Packers running back.
I thought that was like a NASCAR driver.
No. Well, I think there is like a Dillon in NASCAR.
I think so too.
Only one though. Pride of Boston College, A.J. Dillon.
Oh God, Boston College football.
You know what his nickname is?
No.
I think it's the Quad Father. He's got.
I thought that was Spencer Strider.
Yeah, I think Strider's also maybe a Quad Father too, but maybe he's like the sequel.
Quadfather Part 2?
Yeah,
You don't want
Part
the
2.
Quadfather Part 3. It's not as good
No.
as the first two.
Don't worry about it. That didn't happen. So
It's the Quadfather by Sofia Coppola.
we won't spoil the third if you haven't.
It's got
But
it's his
we don't
cousin.
recommend it.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway,
Well, that's the BP show for today. Again, yeah, ending on the Quadfather. Why not? He's Joe Vasile. He could be the Quadfather.
No.
Maybe. I'm Thomas Inzarella. We'll see you back here tomorrow. But again, Game 3 is 6 tonight against the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Tyrone Yulee against Mitch Newborn. We're looking forward to seeing you on the broadcast. If not, then tomorrow on the BP show. So long. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
bye.
It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.